welcome back again to my YouTube channel. And as you've seen, today we're gonna be talking about some books. Alright, so the first literally video I have done to my YouTube channel is all importance of reading books. But what I have realized between the years of how I read books is that when I read books, we might get distracted, the books might be boring, and we finally start to hate reading books and we become less concentrated into them. That is why, with today's learning session, I'm gonna be giving you the 5 most important advices in how you can read a book and stop getting bored, and some steps you have to do, and some book recommendations that will help you, books that are really nice, and give some advices. So, without losing any second, let's get started. The first advice and the first book recommended, you have to get in an environment, a nice environment. And the book recommended for this is actually called The Greatest Inventor by Ben Books. The really thing why I say this book is nice and for this advice is because in this book you will find that it was talking about a writer who didn't have the inspiration to write a book, but he decided to go in the forest where he is less connected to technology, to televisions, which will make you get distracted when you're reading a book, to have some space. So when you want to read this book, you have to get in a calm, nice environment. Like for example, if you want to read a book, please make sure that your phone is just away because you will get distracted, and maybe you're reading this super nice amazing book, you get a notification on your phone and you can't help it but just go to check, and as you go to check, you just can't stop. That is why I recommend highly to have a current space which is less connected to the world today. You can go outside anywhere in the garden, you sit and actually read a book, a calm space you really love. And yeah, this will help. So that is why the first book recommended by Ben Brooks, it is The Greatest Inventor, who decided to go in the forest for like a month so he can write this book. Exactly, which is what you need to do. So when you read a book, because you have already seen the importance of reading a book, you have to get enough space. You have to be in a nice, clean environment because you can read a book where things are disorganized. You can't just stay focused. That is psychological, that is physical, that is psychologically proven. So, first advice, it is to stay in a calm, quiet, and clean environment, away from the world, which means all the technological things, and away from noise, like everything that we say. And the book recommended is by Ben Brooks. Check it out. Alright, the second advice. This one is to read books at your level. I have seen a lot of people saying, oh, because Tressy is 12 and I am 6, it means I'm actually going to take the responsibility and read this book. Of course you're not. Because if you take the responsibility of reading a book and you actually read it nicely, it's just like it has a lot of words, you are going to hate it. Absolutely. Don't want to take advantage. If I like reading books and I read books at my age, it doesn't mean you who is 6 you have actually to read it. That is not how it works. Read book at your age, and as you grow up, you are going to start changing your mindset. And it's gonna say you are not at the age of reading this book again. You just have to read another. And this is why for this advice, I advise you a book in French by Anne M. Martin called Frères et Sœurs Quel Bonheur. This is actually a book that has 3 stories inside, and it all talk about children at my age want to grow up and start doing things that is not at their level, but still they're going to learn their lesson. And if you learned it, please just stay, because if you are young or if you're just like me, or maybe yeah, and you want to read a book of a 16-year-old. Sometimes it might talk about personal feelings. Sometimes it might talk about what teenage is and you're still not a teenager. Sometimes it might have some words you don't understand. And by this, you will first have to hate books. You are going to be hating reading books. You are going to start saying that books are just liars. They say it's for any level. Not every book is for everyone. Let me tell you this. Yes, not every book is for everyone. Some books might be dirty for you. Others may be good for you. But still, you have to read books at your level if you want to love them. If you read books that are not at your level, you are literally going to hate books. You're gonna say, these are the books in my life, I don't get anything. It is talking about teenager, I'm not a teenage. Mommy, I won't read books anymore. And that would be bad. The third advice I would give you, it is to stay away from any electrical thing. By electrical thing, I mean the phone. For example, we have phones, we have computers, we have televisions. Let me be say, for example, you are literally here and we're gonna take a book. You're gonna be reading this book, it's so interesting, and then you get a notification on your phone. What you're gonna do is you're gonna do this. It's from a friend. I'm gonna take this and I go on my phone and then I just forget about the book and I start concentrating about my phone. So make sure that this phone stays away from you. The computers, the televisions, you can't read with your phone here and tell me that you passed it unless I don't even know that unless it doesn't have any battery again. But please, the recommendation, the advice I would give you is to stay away from any electrical thing that you know will distract you. Anything that will distract you, which include about food. Okay, food is not problem because you can eat while reading, but you can't type, you can't read messages. At the same time, you're reading a book. You won't get anything. And that is, first of all, you are giving your mind, you are training your mind badly. So your mind is going to be like when you are learning something, you literally have to have your phone so you can concentrate. And that one, when you read a book, they're going to tell you, oh, what did you learn in this book? You're going to be speechless and you don't know what to say. So the recommendation, the really nice advice I will give in this video is actually stay away from any electrical thing. Fourth advice, read first in the morning. The common mistake we all have is to wake up and immediately go check our phones. I understand that. Maybe you might have an alarm in your phone and you are really nice when it's maybe at 4 a.m. or at 4:30, which is usually the hour that I wake up. And I always put an alarm in my phone before I go to bed. So the mistake I always do is to wake up and I go snooze or I go just dismiss the alarm. And by that, I might go to check my social media account first thing in the morning, which is wrong. When you wake up, you literally have to go do your morning routine. You might be need to go do some sports, do your face skincare, and you have to read because it is proven that when you read first thing in the morning, this will help you not only to learn a new thing the first thing, but it also help you at the day because when you read you are going to make your day is going to be actually perfect. You are going to say you wake up, you read first, and by reading you read these books that really helps you, which is why I recommend this book in French called Lishi Magic. This is a book you can literally read in the morning, which is so nice, and it is for wait how many years is this? Oh yeah, it is from 6, 8 years old. You can read this at 8. Tell me, it is so visible right now. You can see this. So this can be read by an 8-year-old above. You can read this in the morning. It's a really nice book for kids. It really teaches about a girl and everything. I already read this book. It's so amazing. You can read this in the morning. It will help you because there is a lot of productivity in this book. Yes, so that's what you have to do. So for my fourth advice is you usually read first in the morning. So for my fifth advice, it is to take goals. For example, 2021 has been a pretty good year, but what I've realized, I didn't read a lot in 2021. I didn't read a lot. Like seriously, 2020 it was the best year. Like I read every single day, but 2021 I was just like I didn't read. I was concentrated on this, on my laptop, on TV, and I forgot literally about books. I ain't gonna lie to you. So what I did in 2022, I set up a goal. So I literally wrote on a paper how many books, and I say maybe in January I'm going to read 5 books. And in January, right now we ended January, and ta ta da dam, I read 3 books. This is the first one I am currently reading. Yay! we did it, guys. You set up goals. And I read this, I was like, 20 January is going to finish. Let me literally study really fast, and I read, and I was like, okay, let me do this. And now this is my fourth book. It is, we are in February right now, but it's okay. I have completed 3 books, and I said 5, and I think it should count. And yeah, so you have to set up goals on books that you have to read. And that's it I have for you in today's online session. I hope you did enjoy this video. Like, okay, I can give to you some advices on reading books, on how to be productive and everything. So thank you so much to see this video, and bye guys.